just want you to see how God is very precise and is very specific. When he says something, he watches over it to see that it's fulfilled. When he speaks, his word does not go back to him without fulfilling its purpose. So when the king of Israel or the king of Judah were going to battle, they used to be armed. They had a whole armor from the head all the way, all around their body. They had from the helmet to the breastplates and everything else. They were fully armored. That's supposed to protect them from any form of injuries. And when Ahab was in the battlefield, guess how precise God is. The word of God says that, but someone drew his bow at random and hit the king of Israel between the sections of his armor. It went in between the gear that Ahab had worn. You can imagine the breastplate in between when you're putting the metals together to be able to combine. There could be some slits in between. And the arrow that was short went and pierced and targeted Ahab specifically and went in between his armor that he had worn and went and pierced him. Imagine how precise God is, how random. It was not random. This was directed by God. And this just reminds me of how specific God is. God had given him a word and told him that he would die if he disobeyed. He decided to dismiss the instructions God had told him. And because God had said that he would die in the battlefield, it did not matter how much he was covered. It did not matter how much protection he had. So funny that a random arrow was thrown. It left everybody else and targeted Ahab. And he didn't even target anywhere in his armor that he had worn. It pierced between the armor, maybe the slits in between the metallic armor that he had worn, and got him and killed him. This is on a different, maybe a negative side of someone dying, but this was such an encouragement that if God has spoken, he is very, very precise and specific. And if he has spoken a word, it will surely be fulfilled.